goddamn good at shooting and util and setting his team up. He's almost like a unsung hero, but he is very much sung. You know, he does sometimes you find him on the top of the scoreboard, and it looks like Sliggy, this could have been you. You could have made a decision to put Yumpy on Yoru, and you missed your opportunity.
The thing is, like, you look at it after his previous year and you go, that's ridiculous. But going back to when he started out the game, he was a crazy strong duelist. And I said, I don't want to see Unfake taking up that secondary duelist. It's very popular right now. Yumpy's going to be doing it. It does worry me a little bit because he hasn't played anything like that role in quite a while.
Let me sell it to you, though. This is what he wants. This is what he wanted. Back in the days on Liquid, he was always like, put me on Yoru, put me on Yoru. They never listened to him, so he asked for it. He asked for this.
But then he was dropped from Liquid and ended up in BBL as IGL and as Initiator. So I don't know.
Maybe he can do it
He
all.
was not the problem.
Let's just say Sayonara can't come back soon enough.
Whoa! Okay, I completely disagree.
Wait, what can we do if he's absolutely unreal?
Yeah, and it's Fabian's playing Jet!
Yeah,
What is happening?
flexing is what he used to do, so.
Yeah, but not on Jet. But I like it because he's Turkish. So Turkish player, they're never going to fail on Jet, right? Surely.
Exactly. They're
surely
born on the Jet, and then they have to kind of
good.
move away to everything else because that's just how the game works. Everybody can't play Jet.
Yeah, but he's an outlier. He wasn't born on the Jet. This is a
No,
you
no,
know?
I don't mean an official. I mean the ranked
like
demons.
Yeah.
It's basically everybody has a little mouse clicker thing to get them Jet first.
Yeah, and this is what's gonna happen on Breeze. A lot of new things to break down and talk about. So I can't wait to hear the opinions of Panty and Hypog. Over to you.
Yeah, a lot of new things. You're absolutely right, Yinzu. There's a lot of new things.
Yeah.
Now, the one that's really caught my eye here is what Yampy's up to.
Really?
Yeah, I know, shocker.
Wow.
Talk to me. Explain this, Michael. Because there is method, maybe, to the madness. I don't know if I like it.
There was a time. There was a time when Yampy did duel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're in a weird spot right now.
Of course they are.
Bit of an overlap in terms of the sub being selected, as obviously we do have a chance to check in with some of the changes on Breeze as a talk over this. Yeah, I think it's a little jarring visually, just to look at it.
That's a really nice way to put that.
Proof's in the pudding. Yampy's a very capable individual player.
Of course he is.
But for me, it's like, would you not just put Yampy on the Jet and let Durka do the Yoru things more so than do the Jet things?
Because, look, in the nicest way, ULF shouldn't be a problem. They have two stand-ins. I think they were with their main five, right? Like, which they can't.
I mean, yeah,
have.
even with this up, I think we still lean Vitality way.
Absolutely, right? This is meant to be, you know, a team toward the top. I think that's a fair assessment. ULF, I loved watching them, by the way.
Oh, I'm super excited too. I'm absolutely not selling them short here and selling them out of this series.
Exactly. The thing is that if they came in with their 5, I'd look at that and I'd be furious if Vitality had done this. Now, if they're taking it lightly and they want to kind of play to the strengths they have and keep, you know, people within certain areas and try and play to those sort of strengths for later down the line once they get their full 5, okay. I just think that you're really hoping that ULF have nothing to say about this.
I guess the contingency here is that Yampy's so comfortable in the initiator role that Sayonara comes back and it is literally
and he doesn't have to worry.
Yeah, it has to be revert back to actually our comfort zone, right? So it's, I guess, the least amount of friction once they get back to their 5.
The lesser of several evils?
Several evils,
yeah. It's one of those.
Yampy on Yoru is one of the evils, though.
Yes. Summoned into existence here. We wait and see. I think that... Oh, free cam! Oh, hello, observers! It's us again. And Breeze. How are we feeling about Breeze?
Well, I think Breeze is probably a map that would allow you to kind of stretch your legs a little bit with something a little bit funky and players maybe not on specific agents that you would expect to see them on. Prophet going to open things up here, finding the first. There's still a fairly comfortable post plant here.
Yeah, it should be. Let's see. Anyone able to pressure this? Unfake. We can try to set a little bit of chip on towards site. Neki then going to be, feeling that next layer up, and of course it's Yampy. Finding 2, and Fabian trying to backpedal away. Yeah, of course, Yampy's had a round.
Well,
no sweat, no problems. Who are we to doubt him?
Of course.
Idiots.
Of course.
Idiots.
Why ask before the game starts? We'll wait for the pistol.
True.
Okay.
True. We can be hindsight Harrys.
How you have cooked.
And, and the fun thing is, they're quite loud replays today.
One enemy.
The thing I would like to say...
It is good to have Yampi's energy back on stage.
Yeah, genuinely. But the thing is, I put a lot of credit and a lot of attention towards this team. I like how it's built. I like what they're planning. I like how they've sourced their players. They are a team for me that I expect to see towards the top end of this by the end of the year, right? And maybe even by stage 1, as soon as they get their 4-5, whenever that may be, I need to see them right up towards the top end of things. Now, in this game, I don't know what to expect, if I'm honest. Same with ULF, really. I think it's a lot on their shoulders. It's a tough opponent to start against as well. Welcome to the big stage, I guess. See what you can do.
Yeah, certainly a wake-up call to ULF here in terms of facing off against Super Team. But again, just looking towards maybe Vitality showing us that it's not going to be a concern whilst they're still lacking Cyanide, and ultimately for ULF to still show presence, to be honest.
And
show up today. And
exactly that, right? It's put up a bit of a performance, see what you can achieve here. Kron, man, it's a massacre. Bloody hell, he got 4. It's who's sharing it about, but this is something that I will look at, and in-zone flawless there coming in, obviously. But in my eyes, my worry with KC was that I didn't see that nice synergy. I didn't see that coordination. I didn't see them playing as a pack. I didn't see that nice work as a team. I want to see that here from Vitality, even with an additional player right now standing in place. That's what I want to be seeing, is how well they synergize. Do they look like they're on the same page? Now, it won't be perfect, but they also have so much firepower, they don't need to go too far beyond that at times.
I think I'm with you. They're almost under more scrutiny versus ULF than they would be against maybe a regular name in VCT. Here into the bite. I'm looking to challenge forwards here with Yampi. Trade off in terms of information here. Dirk has found one. Yampi and Prophet following up as well. Spike noted here, firmly in the hands of Vitality now.
And the scary thing is they're playing really loose, it looks like, kind of fast and loose, pushing up towards that A main side, taking a brawl. The flash looked a bit dodgy from Yampi, but it got them to turn, got job done, easy. Spike now left in a really prime position. So for ULF, they have to go back through this, right? Kind of play back almost on their defending side, it feels like. Whereas Prophet just playing first contact. Yampi can swing. Obviously, no more ropes there either. And ULF struggling. You can already see that gap closing in. Look at Dirk's positioning. There's no really way out. They're boxed in on this, so got to fight forward. And the shots aren't coming in here. It's just Ordaz left alive. Let's get the spike at the cost of his teammate and at the cost of his life. So clean 3 to start with for Vitality. And the thing that I do want to look at with ULF, if people didn't see them in Ascension as well, was they were quite a bravado-based team at times as well. I loved that about them. Confident, a bit cocky, willing to give it. Obviously harder to do that when you are missing 2 of your 4 players. But I like that. I wanted to see that here, even obviously at such a disadvantage.
Holy shit, guys. Good fight on A, boys.
The energy certainly there for Vitality to kick things off. Will net them a 3-0 start. Sheriffs across the board here. Oh, maybe you heard me. No, yeah, Sheriffs across the board. Full Chico. Vitality again looking to twist the knife even further. Apply pressure.
What the hell?
Ton of damage done on this mid-cross.
I mean, Unfake is down low though. Man. Some days it's harder to do our jobs than others. This one might be a toughie because it feels like Vitality have just been let the lead a little bit, have fun, take a ball, be super confident, take fights, and well, so far they're winning them. It's down to 1, and once again the spike is pretty much fully controlled by Vitality, and Durka's probably walking a smoke in middle, knowing how this is going. Good to see Durka though on a bit of form here.
Yeah, stretches his legs a little bit.
Yeah.
I think for Durka, in terms of his career, this is an opportunity to get back to the heights that we have seen historically. They're certainly going to want to get off on the right foot.
Need that back.
Start of the season, Prophet going to catch this. Stern found an upgrade, chance to do some damage, but it will be a 4th here for Vitality, relatively unscathed.
I feel like we haven't even kicked into 2nd, 3rd, 4th gear. This feels just like have a biff, go take a fight.
No, I don't think strategically here Vitality are going to want to be tested in terms of allowing ULF to even explore their playbook.
Yeah, this is something that I'm quite excited by. I think it's a nice mentality to come in with as well, because it keeps the rest of the teams who are probably watching this unsure how they want to deal with Vitality still. Yeah, okay, cool. We know that Chronicle can anchor a site really well, and Dirk is quite aggressive sometimes.
I mean,
that's what we found out.
The off-season tape is somewhat of a concern for Vitality over the off-season.
Yes.
Dirk are opening up round 5, though. That operator removed immediately.
Christ, that shot was pretty close as well. So just the Tracer cup.
There's another one. Fabian's down.
Is this the return of informed Durka? It might be. And this is something that actually I really was excited by, is having Yampi at the helm of someone like Durka and how he implements him, because I think the previous iterations of Vitality, when we looked at them, was that in-game leadership. I don't say issue, but was it could be a strong enough voice? Yeah, no, I'm trying to. Woo!
I mean, they were vocal about it themselves,
yeah,
about the
that's
issues
true.
they were having.
So I think, for me, seeing that you have that really core, nice skeleton structure of having Yampi there, who I think is underestimated sometimes as an in-game leader. I think he's vocal and people like him as a player and personality. I think this is the biggest test for him personally as well. You have probably one of the strongest fielded teams once you get the full 5 in. So it comes down to that in-game leadership aspect. The next layer to that is, I love the fact that you have Pal still with Yampi. You've got that synergy there, and this should be, ideally, one of the genuinely most scary cores we could have in play if all lines up. But obviously for ULF, this has not been the dream start. This has probably been as rough as it could be. Don't know how deep they are on Breeze either. This is one of those maps that's going to put teams to the test. And it's been kind of a whitewash here. You know, only 2 of the players even getting off the starting blocks kill-wise.
Yeah, unfortunately not much to report back from the side of ULF just yet. Oh, maybe something coming out of the timeout. You've changed it back today.
Well, because it's ULF.
I know, but it was a little gruntier today than yesterday.
Don't call it gruntier.
Well, I mean, it was.
I didn't appreciate.
Yesterday was a yap. A yappy.
Yap hour.
Don't take me back to yap hour.
Also, did you see that Pal was wearing his Sunday best shoes?
Yeah.
In his sports jacket.
Set of winkle pickers out on main stage. It's crazy work.
Bro's got
Were
church
they
after
brogues,
this.
actually? I've put them down as a brogues, man.
You reckon?
Yeah.
We'll have a check-in afterwards. Maybe a halftime interview, perhaps. Who knows?
Tan winkle pickers.
Wild with the kind of windbreaker from the 80s. Day one, he's setting a tone. I don't know what the tone is, but the tone is set. We're gonna have to watch those shoes going forward. That's any foot watch.
It's on foot watch.
Oh, it's 5-0, folks. Let's see what the timeout has done, eh?
They're coming back into this. The Sheriffs not necessarily going to see much of an adjustment in terms of the approach here. Maybe just looking to do some damage once more.
Fake teleport.
And an upgrade in the previous. Obviously, Stern lurking. Here, a little more stacked up. Nobody really shown their face just yet. You can see Unfake and Profek both getting pretty curious.
Profek's got a nice little smoke until now. Doesn't refresh for another couple of seconds. So the pop flash and the swing coming in. Good timing on that little bit of a paranoia. There's the stall. Good layering to this. Looks super comfortable. I think we've kind of heard various interviews now about his comfort in this role and how well he's looked at it. And the faith that the team put into keeping him here. However, Audace has drawn blood. So taking away Unfake has given at least an advantage for ULF here, but again, keep in mind the weaponry on those Sheriffs, but a bit of an extended battle there. Profek finally comes out on top, but it wasn't with him, it was with Fabian. So, pop of the ult for Yampi. This is the best chance that ULF have had yet.
Here.
Chance here. Yampi's actually going to flip the site as well. A chance on. Fabian will fall. 12 HP though. Demur going to find it.
Chronicle 1v2. Has to respect that. Time to take a wander. Gonna hear that jump spot. And his timing's right. He's actually threaded the needle. Oh. Nicely done. Oh!
Wow.
Getting the first.
Said maybe not going to see anything change in terms of the approach here, but able to actually get a round on the board after the timeout. Put them in good standing now in terms of the finances coming into this buy round. And some beautiful shots here. It's Neki to close out. Some ultimates started to come online as well, only missing, one away from Ordaz and Demur, so chance here to maybe get a couple of rounds, string them together.
Oh.
Well, one of the quickest first bloods I think we'll see today.
Yet.
That was so fast.
I was still looking at my notes. There's been a kill. Yeah, okay, so Yampy has taken the space, kind of given over, and it's, I love this push and pull. And I didn't expect to be saying about Yampy on the Oru, if I'm honest, but hey, if that's...
I mean, he is, again, harping on it, sure, on the Agent Select, but he's a talented individual. We know that he's been through the motions in terms of playing whatever any of the rosters he's been on has needed. He's been the one to kind of pick up. It's just still weird to look at.
It's true. Site now controlled by, once upon a time, Fnatic's finest. Chronicle will be going down, but Dirk is still toward the back of the site, and he does have deeper support from Yampy, not quite there on site, and the rotation's on the way. Easy, comfortable work. Vitality, not really looking pressured here. Can't really sell it to you many other ways, folks. Maybe the bias accusations will be back here.
Well, they follow Chronicle, would be the theory then.
Oh, maybe
He's
it's
the common
Dirk.
denominator.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Actually, weren't Vitality biased.
No, he really isn't. No,
Said
no
no
one's
one
gonna accuse
ever.
that of us. Now, though, I mean, I'm kind of down. 6-1.
You see, all the ultimates available now for Ulf.
Get out of my way!
The purchase still a couple of people with money, but Dirk are looking for something over the top here with a Blade Storm of his own. It's only information though. Gonna trade off, maybe. Yes, he sent the right click in there. No though, switch out to the operator, still gonna find a kill. A ton of pressure coming his way still though. Chronicle gonna find Stern on the backside.
It's just mad seeing the X Factor power in this team. Jesus. Okay, Fabian, nicely done handling a rather confident Dirk playing the smoke, but it's just one man left alive. And it's a slaughter any which way you look at this, 7-1. And there's no weak link so far. They haven't been able to exploit Unfake, which you could argue would be the person who you'd look at here as obviously not the main 5, stand-in, tough one. It's there is no weak link in
I mean,
this
how do you
team.
get to him with 5 players standing with
Correct.
Dirk is dominating the early rounds. Obviously alongside that, Yampy complementing nicely, sitting at 11-3 and 10-3 respectively.
You just got scared of the chair, did the little lean back, and it doesn't like lock in. You feel like you're dying.
Well, new chairs. They don't know
New
where
chairs.
they're... Yeah.
True, they are not used to them yet.
Always the problem.
That's
I
true.
feel like I've nearly killed myself several times. You all right there? Good.
I was trying to have a
Spilled
sip
another
of a
coffee,
drink.
have you?
I didn't spill it.
Oh, well, you did. It was
Do you want me to
Anyway,
tell
so,
chat this? Do you want me to tell
no,
chat how you threw a coffee at me?
I didn't.
No, Michael knocked a coffee all over my lap, and he then got absolutely hammered on the Uber rating on the way in.
Yeah,
Have you checked it yet?
I got reported so fast.
Because, like, I had a coffee in the car, any caffeinated beverage would have done. However, Michael, being Michael, clumsy, just not locked in, not focused, knocks it all over my lap. All over. It's been a rough day, honestly.
It's a good start.
It was a great start to the day, yeah. And yeah, the man in the Uber looked fuming.
He immediately brought up
Your
my profile, just hit the exclamation mark. My German's too rusty, but I'm pretty sure I got reported. Second time out.
7-1 now. Brazil hating the scoreline, of course.
Still a purchase, well, still investment. Here's some ultimates to rely on. Going to be utilised here to try and get access towards A. Profek on guard, though. Pinged out with no pressure behind us. Oh, as I say that, see Neki.
Nice.
A wild swing.
Okay, a couple more of those, then Unfaked. I say isolated and vulnerable, but this time looking for the backup. Isn't quite there in play yet. He does have support now through the double door and CT. Fabian trying to hold space towards that CT side, kind of playing around that pit that is keeping 4 players somewhat secure. I'm getting a bit nervous about this one. They are closing the gap. Yampy getting closer. Unfake finding Neki, and now you've got the rest of Ulf hopefully on red alert. Yampy smartly trying to navigate around the pit, but did take a glance towards main, but didn't really go for it until then.
Beautiful.
Brilliant awareness. But the timing not right, and you're allowed to play out of that. The flash just on point, but a 3v2, and time is ticking. And of course, Durka is there. 2 kills, defuse. Vitality keep them down at 1.
Maintaining composure as well. Chronicle still very conscious of another lurk. Ultimately identifying Stern over towards main was basically the green light to pressure towards that pit. Nice approach here, and again catching Profek behind that wall when he's, I guess, ahead of any reinforcements. Ultimately got Ulf the plant, but
Nice,
Sterker.
Sterker. Nice, Sterker.
Roll the R. Come on.
yeah, roll the R.
Sterker.
You got to work on that scut. Shameful.
It's like you never knew him.
Perfect now, looking to actually respond back. The paranoia to land here, slow things down in A main. Buy some time for Durka to pick up a sight line here. Ulf looking to really force the issue once more. Themselves a plant. Hunter's Fury will come through. Unfake no tag on the first, but
Hey,
does
give
try to
them
kill.
sheriffs. Keep them on sheriffs. Why is this the best version we're seeing? Plant in. Oh,
Cool.
God.
God, it was quick on that.
Yeah, it's like you feel you have a chance. But here we go. Neki gonna have a little bit of an upgraded weapon. Maybe, I don't know. The Outlaws, the Sheriffs seem to be the best option, and they fade out quickly. This is maybe quickest day yet. It's pretty early.
Don't say that now. We're only in the first half.
I've had a rough day, man. Get me home.
Yeah, you started my one down today.
It is over.
You were actively inting. You int my day.
I didn't
You
int.
int my day. That's actually crazy. You've accused me of this. 9-1. And look, double timeouts burnt for Ulf. Two
Yeah, we're in
standing
limbo
in.
now.
Yeah. You're here with us.
Yeah.
Locked in.
Again, in this situation, Ulf are stacked up again. I think
Ulf.
I'm fairly confident they're going to force A once more. Call me crazy.
Are you sure?
Something's telling me.
Okay. Let's see.
We have the benefit of Stern's ultimate here.
divided.
Here we go.
Divide up to layup. Alongside that Viper wall, Vitality actually very quickly going to look for Stern. They're going to isolate him once more. Yeah.
Oh, it feels kind of brutal to watch this, but it's well considered every time. So they've removed the kind of backline threat, but obviously at the exchange of site control. So now things get a little bit trickier. Yampi can't overexplore, but now the divide's dropped. So
But they know they flipped the site as well, based on Yampi's info.
Yeah. Let's see how Ulf hold this one down. Utility obviously going to start looking sparse in the first challenge. Neki looks nervous. Fabian on the swing, going to find one. Nice from Fabian! Big 3 kills, and that is what they needed.
Beautiful stuff. Getting the dart not dealt with, a couple of pings coming out off the recon, but Fabian just comes alive. A crucial moment there to find Ulf their second. A disadvantage, no less. Super clean from him.
Yeah, that was really nice.
Ordaz alongside finding the other 2 kills. So a curse on the cards potentially here.
Oh, yeah.
To pin your hopes to.
Could you imagine?
Fabian, though, the wind in his sails.
He's up for it,
Yeah.
isn't he? You might learn a very quick lesson, though. Let's. Yep. There it is.
So
there it
quick
is.
on that.
There it is. There, ooh. Have a seat. I mean,
Actually, Prophet that gets shut down on the spam there.
and I was going to compliment him before. I really liked his balance of how he was kind of controlling A main, forcing that util just to keep him off the angle, but stuck around a little bit too long there.
I mean, Unfake luckily equalizing as well, and it's Stern that took the brunt of the damage here. So what, basically, 2.5 left standing here for Ulf. Like I said, you're really banking on a third being found.
It's just struggling. I mean, you've got omnipresent players.
Down A.
Dirk is here, there, everywhere. You've got the rest of Vitality trying to backfill the gap, and they're doing well. The only thing is that maybe Ordaz has...
The jump on somebody.
No. Chronicles found him. And Durka... Dude, he's quick today. He's, like, even for Durka, he's quick today. Yeah, 10-2. Mike, how we feeling?
Pretty confident about Vitality, to be honest.
Yeah?
Loving Yampi on the Yoru.
Can't wait to see that, hopefully, for the rest of the season. However, we'll see how it looks for the rest of the next half. Don't go anywhere.
Your body knows. A sense of victory. Seized when mind, movement, and gear ignite as one. Now, step into your zone. Designed to win.
right, 10-2. Mike, how do we feel about both of these teams so far? Because I think it's only fair to say, yeah, Vitality, ticking the box, they look confident, but are they exceeding your expectations?
No. And I don't think we're likely to see that in this series, to be brutally honest. Like I said, it's a tough break for Ulf. There's no other way to cut it. Yeah, it's, to draw this, obviously, to open up your season, again, we're just looking for, dare I say it, we're looking for glimmers of hope, right?
Yeah,
pretty
much.
It's just a tough situation to be in with 2 subs to start off the season.
Yeah, and something that I think was just up on the screen there, actually, the fact that Yampi and Durka did go to the same school. It's quite funny how many weird little connections there are throughout this team, through the coaching staff, through ex-teams, through... What's that?
Durka and Chronicle, last time they played together, Soul, 520, that's crazy. Time needs to
calm down.
Yeah.
Easy. All right, what we got here? Ulf, you got something for us? You're going to try and put on a bit of a run it back? Easier said than done, obviously.
Well, start here for Vitality, though, expecting the aggression from Ulf here in the pistol. Okay, actually going to catch the worst of that engagement. Down to 62. Vitality still with B's sight in mind. Okay, able to transition fairly comfortably towards sight as well.
I mean, you might argue that this is a side that might be a little bit trickier for Unfake and...
Spike planted.
Can't see him, there's like 3 smokes in the way.
Yeah.
But again, this is where you might see a little bit of that issue when it comes to like the synergy and scaling timing and kind of that utility work coming out from Unfake to support maybe Yampi or Durka, but the bulldozer's in effect, so Ulf just have to hit mental shots, I guess, is the win con right now. Durka's a little bit lower. They're on an island. Does it? Oh God, man! Thank you. It took an army to take him down, and then you have the rest of Vitality to try and find. Not gonna happen. This is one-sided and a half.
Up to 11, Ulf now in a situation where they have to potentially force up, try and make a play here in the second round. Not much else to really pin hopes to, and I think coming back to that previous discussion as well, strategically with the expectation isn't too high for Ulf, but again, seeing a few people frag out, put up some rounds, and look comfortable in the server, honestly.
Yeah,
look comfortable on the stage
Yeah.
versus these opponents. That's about the only positive. Really, we're left wanting.
And it is getting reps, and I know this feels quite negative, I guess, if you're an Ulf fan, but I mean, reality is what it is. I can't change the scoreline as much as you believe it is our fault. The fact is that Ulf just need time to get used to this. Hopefully, once they get their 5, they can start really feeling out what it's like on these stages to do it under these conditions. We talked about it in Ascension to try and convert that. Obviously did well enough to get here. This is not the team you want to start against. Hopefully, it doesn't cause any further knock-on effect when it comes deeper down the line. But for Ulf, let's see if they can just start maybe just getting mechanically going. And again, it's the Sheriff's
Perfect
match.
example.
B.
Get themselves 2 kills here, sorry. Chronicle will trade off. Still 3 members of Vitality, very healthy. Spike already made its way across the site. I don't even think really
Spike
a chance
planted.
to find these upgrades either.
No, Kron's very aware. Okay, 12-2. Might be a blink and you miss it game. Although, do keep in mind, when we were downstairs in the green room, people were saying 2-1. They thought
Yeah, I'm
it was going 3.
I'm not saying who.
I was going to, but now you've said that, I
Well,
feel
I'm-
too mean. I
On your
can't.
head be it. Vitality's latest fan club, make of that what you will.
Bro, he, because you were running, he didn't expect me.
The frustration being displayed.
Yeah, and I imagine it is, right? You've probably wanted this for so long, right? Finding that big chance on the stage, and you're up against probably the most confident, loose version of Vitality, where everything looks really synergized, and they're just firing on all cylinders. It's hard to overcome.
A team that hopefully is coming into this season viewing themselves as a top 3 contender,
Yes,
right?
yes. It's not easy any way you cut this across the board, but for me, I'd have loved off to maybe try and... You almost have to get Vitality playing normally, right? As much as that sounds silly, ease that confidence off, kind of temper them into line. but you're not able to do that yet. We're seeing it mechanically just not quite in play. The difference is pretty palpable. For now, Vitality, though, kind of drifting back to this 8-8. 3 players on the defending side. Demure going to do well to find Durka. Very. As Ordaz had a couple of moments here. This could be the best attempt yet. Oh, able to deal with the scale up quite comfortably. But not taking too much damage yet, though. Cron down on 11 HP kind of keeps this one well within check.
Spike in an awkward position as well. Favian here to apply further pressure. Here these steps for Chronicle. Chronicle's not expecting it at all. Shut down, it's just perfect now. In a 1v4. We'll need this first clean and not take too much damage, but takes a chunk here. Neki to seal the deal on a 3rd round.
String them together. Give me a reason to pay attention of. I want to, because I really liked them during Ascension. Because they had such an attitude to them. I loved how they were talking about the game, how they were talking about each other.
Wait, what?
That was how he got it.
That was actually disgusting.
I bet.
I still didn't even really catch what happened in the replay, to be honest with you.
Need it again, Andy.
7 seconds.
Yeah. I'm not doing it. 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 No.
Yeah, NT.
NT's in chat, guys. NT's in chat. Durka's got an op, though. And that's kind of what stopped the spiral last time. Let's see if it does now. Good info early. So that does set... I just get scared, even if they're behind a wall. You can see what I think it's Favian doing, trying to slip down middle, get some positioning on this. Neki almost out-droning behind, kind of selling that concept. Gonna hear plenty of info, but just kind of trying to play around Durka, it looks like. Let him try and have a pick, let him have a play on this. Big investment on him.
Favian's found one.
There it is.
Again, only on a Sheriff, so no chance to really put up a fight here.
And no trade available. That's ideal, right? He can get away from this now, reset a little, hopefully find that next position to play from. And that's the problem, though, is that then Durk has opened up one of the sites. He's taken a quick TP in rotation. But again, the space he's taking alone is scary. It's causing these pulls of players. And Vitality looking to maybe still explore the rest of the map. Don't fall for it just yet. They're still trying to show a bit more.
Durka has so much info here as well. The fact that he heard that flash, it's going to keep a couple of these players interested. Vitality actually drifting back this way, reading into that rotation.
He's almost over-delivered.
Yeah.
And he's not stopping, that's 3. Durka is having a vintage game. Yeah, keep lining him up. Keep challenging him. Does he want to just close out on an ace? He bloody well could. Ordaz has to face the music one way or another.
Pop the Blaze Storm.
Do it, why not? Dare you. Oh, there we go, okay. Ace denied, Ordaz gonna try and put in a shift here. This would be a miracle, and that miracle is not coming true. 13-3, Mike, it is a clear-cut affair here. Vitality off to a blistering beginning.
Absolutely, some chance here to restore faith in the second map of Corrode. Obviously, Ulf's pick, but it's looking pretty bleak out there.
It is, and there's not too many other ways to say it. I think we call it what it is. This has been a display of force from Vitality. Looking sharp, looking locked in, and now looking toward map 2.